Hello, we are live. It's a little bad connection here today, but we are live. It's warm in Chicago. There is energy going on. So you might have to, let's see. Yeah, good. We are live. We are talking about mind being, body being. So you might be new here, or you are an old timer. These lives are, or if you watch it later, kind of go in and look at life, look at awakening, look at what kind of drives us, what we kind of hold on to different things, to kind of see what are we kind of, yeah, what are we attached to, what is preventing us from being as we can easily be, but we also have to kind of see what is going on with our identity, what is going on with our attachments, what's going on with our emotions, what's going on with our body. All these things are affecting us. So to come in here and to experience and to kind of just listen and kind of take in this sharing, that's kind of my gift to you. That is the blessing that we're here together to kind of able to connect with. So today I'm kind of talking about mind being, body being, because when we understand being or meet being, we usually actually engage with it from the mind, hence mind being. And the mind kind of seeks happiness, it seeks purpose, and we kind of have different ideas about what will give us purpose, or what is our purpose and what brings us happiness. Sometimes purpose might not bring us happiness, we just might feel like meaning, that our life is where it's supposed to be, that yeah, we have a life that is worth living. Then gradually you can also find happiness connected to that purpose, and you feel like kind of a bliss or love connected to that happiness or that purpose. But a lot of times, for you to kind of feel more of a happiness, it is kind of, you have to kind of dare to release the mind, release these, because we have, the mind gives us all these levels of confusion of, you need this, you know, that's going to make you happy, that's going to bring you purpose, that's going to make your life good. So we're kind of attached to all these different ideas of what brings us purpose or happiness. So happiness can sometimes come like, "Ooh, I get it." So you sometimes feel very happy when you suddenly like find your purpose. But for the mind, which is kind of more the masculine route of kind of awakening, then we kind of, it's more of a detachment from the mind, seeing that instead of seeking out after all these things, it's like daring to like look at the mind itself, and in that space get a distance from the thoughts, and in that place you might experience some kind of inner happiness or joy or contentment or peace. Then to do this, you kind of also have to distance yourself from the body. So old people, or when you're retired or have lived a long life, you might find that masculine, like you're suddenly just you let go of your family, you let go of your body, you let go of your mind, and you're just suddenly at peace. You're kind of just at this kind of blessed space. So that is where you suddenly feel that, and you have that mind being, kind of leads you into that mind being, which is kind of a detachment of all physical. So that's why you kind of would want to have a diet, you want to have kind of certain routines so that you don't have to think about it. You're in doing, you kind of do yoga, you do tai chi, or you do meditation, or you eat this. You're just constantly like practicing, like distance yourself from life itself. So that is kind of more the masculine route. That is kind of, so that can for many people feel kind of dead. So that's why hence not everybody's like seeking this kind of, then it feels like you're seeking happiness through like this kind of practice. The other place, in kind of a deeper level of awakening that takes longer, is body being. It means that you have to kind of go into your body as well. You can't just, you're not leaving the mind alone. You also have to choose. So the mind still has to be part, because you have to choose this as well. But it's a little bit of a different. So the body is, it's more female. It's more feelings. So that's where people feel like inclusivity. They want to include everyone. They want to have empathy, compassion. So sometimes you feel like, oh, I have empathy for somebody, but sometimes you're feeling that if you know something enough, you can feel like you distance yourself from something, and you have a sense of empathy. You feel what they feel without getting lost in it. But a lot of times, if you haven't released your own feelings, your own body, then you're still kind of carrying. So you might sometimes have moments of empathy, but most times it becomes more of a sympathy, because you're kind of carrying your body, you're carrying your heart. So this kind of caring is kind of what we are when we kind of become, we can suddenly from the mind be like, oh, I have a job, or I am a parent, or I have a husband. And then suddenly you kind of go into that maturity of just being. So you kind of go into being, but since you're not, you want to be in life. So this is more feminine, it's more like mothers more often do. They kind of carry their kids, they carry the responsibilities of life, the responsibilities of their bodies, like the period, you can get pregnant, like in the body, everything can feel very serious and heavy eventually. So that's when people carry the burdens of life. So that's why it's easy to be like, let's just let it go and let's just be up in the mind, and mind be mind, or not mind what you be or are. So the body being releasing is more of inclusivity. So then you can't just distance yourself from emotions in the body. You have to kind of allow these emotions to be integrated or to be felt. You have to allow yourself to be in the body. You have to allow yourself to. So that is the purpose here, is what leads you here. And that's why we're talking about it, because it has a different purpose. It is to kind of come into the heart and into the feelings. So then you can experience depression or heaviness or burdens, or, you know, the fear from your childhood, all these things, the fear of not having a perfect life, all these things that you can carry, that you can see in your mother's carried you, or carried and been carried for like centuries. So a lot of times that this burden becomes just this heavy heart. You feel like people carrying their body, they're carrying their life, they're carrying their energy. So here in our sessions in this my body being book or my being book or our retreats, one coming up in August, and we have others coming up in America or online. But the purpose is different. It is to kind of release and to transform. So when you go into these emotions, like it is like sleeping at night. Sometimes you might stay awake all night because you're feeling emotions, you're feeling fears, you're feeling sadness, you're feeling desire, you're feeling all these things because the purpose is to kind of transform and let this heavy energy, heavy heart kind of be transformed and let lighten the load. So that's when people can talk about the light body. But in a way, that's how it can be perceived. But it's actually just, yeah, when you allow all these things, these feelings, then we will start to release them in such a way that you're just, it's the embrace of the body. You're embracing them, your body's embracing you. And in that, gradually, the body becomes lighter, your emotions become lighter, and there will be this space of ease arising as you kind of are allowing yourself, your being, to come into your body. So then the energy of love, the energy of joy, the energy of peace, all this stuff becomes kind of an ease of energy, of vitality. So you allow and connectivity with life. So you remain connected with your body. You remain connected with your life. You remain connected with yourself, with your being. So this being is bigger because it kind of embraces the whole body. The whole body, the whole energy body embraces you. So there's a difference there. So sometimes when we awaken just with the mind, our body might just unconsciously be being, and the body might be. But sometimes we don't know. And so here we are kind of taking the long route, or we're taking the patient or the long route to allow this to transform. And thus our body and our mind, both aspects of being, kind of merges into kind of an exalted being, into the purity of being. So that's the energy here today. It's a little stopping and beginning and starting and stopping. So we kind of talk about it in different ways because it takes time. I might have talked about this before, but it still takes freeze. Yeah, I wonder if it's freezing. It might not be freezing on YouTube. So here it looks very good. So it takes time to kind of totally understand the choice, because we can understand it with our mind, and then gradually we have to understand it with our body. The body kind of goes deeper. It really will test your resolve, test your faith, test your intention. So there is energy here. Are people hearing me still, or did it just freeze? So we are continuing on. I'm taking a little. Okay, good. People hearing me. Good. So let's bring ourselves into the second part. Let's bring this energy in. So it's like, as you become more mature, you understand the choice at a deeper level, and then thus your body allows more energy to come in, because it is, we have to reassess our purpose. That is where the purpose are the importance here. So uh, so we still have to have a purpose uh, to go deeper, so we still need the mind. Okay, let's close our eyes. Yeah, there's like different energies, more energy coming in. So there's the internet is going and jumping and playing. You might be good on YouTube, but this is the feminine, so that's more of an Instagram glitch. Yeah, so let's close our eyes, drop our hips, roll our shoulders. You might have heard this if and drop your shoulders a little bit more. We're kind of talking about something we will talk about more on the retreat, other videos, lives, YouTubes, because it kind of is a mind breaking idea. Yeah, drop it down, all the way down. It's like almost like we're just sinking into the earth. I'm also on my American phone today, so a little new energy with the American phone coming in. And I got like an American shirt with like thin, thin sweater without arms. Good. Let the energy come up again. Up through your legs, up through your hips, up through your shoulders, up through your head. Just like a breath. And out. Perfect. Thank you so much for joining me today, whether you're here live or later, and for your donations, whether it's on PayPal or Venmo or Vips or wherever you're doing it. And yeah, summer is coming into Norway, or to America for that matter, and we will. Yeah, there's a retreat in August in Oslo, so there's fun. Some new people are coming in, maybe even some Americans, but or they will come in online, so that's fun. A new space, a bigger space, so that's cute. So anyway, great seeing you guys, and hope you have a beautiful Wednesday. Bye, guys.